Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Love Batch and the next story, and today we're gonna review the Noble Note 8 Port Beta version 2 on the Galaxy S6 Edge. This ROM is a Noble ROM which I really love, but there are serious problems with this ROM. So guys, as you can see, I have installed this on my other device, but I'm doing the review on this device. That is because the ROM is so buggy right now that I couldn't use it as a daily driver. So that was the problem, and it is really buggy at this time, and it is still in beta. So guys, if you're thinking about using this ROM as your daily driver, just forget about it. You cannot use this ROM as a daily driver as of yet, because there are so much bugs in this ROM right now that it is really impossible to use this ROM as a daily driver right now. For starters, the connection is not working. I flashed the INS CSC, which is the Indian CSC, and I was not able to get connection with that. You can see it says no service over here. Then I flashed the VoLTE fix. I thought that might fix the problem, but it still doesn't work. So you have the no service once again. So that didn't work too. The only way you are going to get connection in India is by selecting the French CSC, which is called the AME, and if you select that CSC and flash that in the installer, you will get the connection in India. So that is really weird. Another problem with this ROM is that in the notification bar the buttons are not working, so if you tap on it nothing happens. So that is a really big problem, because this is one of the key features of Samsung UI, or you can say Android. So this is the key feature and it is not working. So the ROM is full of bugs, and you can feel that the ROM is really in beta stage and it is not yet complete package. And the ROM looks exactly like the Note 8's UI, and even has that live wallpaper in the background in which the background particles interact with your swipe gesture. So if I'm swiping to the left, the particles are going left. So that is really great. The ROM looks amazing, but there are a couple of more problems with this ROM. In the app drawer, the ROM is highly deloaded. And into the camera application, the camera application is from the Note 8, and you have that zoom feature. And into the Bixby, if you try to use it, first of all it will ask you for an update, and when you try to update it, it just goes on updating indefinitely. And as you can see, I am downloading it right now, so let's just wait for it and see if it updates.
A few moments later.
So guys, it's been a while and it is still installing, so I'm gonna wait a little while more and see if it's getting installed.
2 hours later.
So guys, it is still installing and I'm waiting on it.
2,000 years later.
So guys, I'm still waiting and it is not getting installed. So that is a really big problem. It just goes on installing indefinitely and it is not completing it. And in the camera application, the sticker face is actually working, and I really like that, and it is actually working. So if you're into these kind of stuff, it can easily work for you. And once again, a lot of camera modes in this ROM. As you can see, the Noble ROM comes with a lot of camera modes pre-installed, so that is really great. So let's get out, and you have this secure folder in this ROM, but it feels a little bit sluggish to me. So if you press any application, it takes a couple of seconds to open it, and it felt a little sluggish before, but over the time it gets better and gets less and less sluggish in the secure folder. And you do have the Opera Max in this ROM if you are into using the Opera Max. I just stick with the Samsung's internet application, which I really like. And the ROM does come with the Bixby too, but once again it needs update and it goes on updating indefinitely. So for I think 2 to 3 hours the Bixby update is going on, and it is now stuck on the Bixby global action. So that really sucks. And So into the settings now, you have this normal Samsung settings and nothing special over here, and the always on display in this ROM is working. So if I enable it, which I have disabled, it does work, and you have this home button from the Note 8, and this home button is actually working. So it actually is working. So let me show you that. You press on the home button and the device wakes up. So that is that with this always on display. And this always on display is a huge battery drainer, and it just is a huge battery drainer. The battery life goes down the hill when you use the always on display, so I suggest turning it off as soon as you start the device. And talking about the battery drain, the battery life of this ROM is not really good, and the battery life is really less. And as you can see, the device stutters a lot in this ROM, and it crashes a lot. So that is a really big problem in this ROM. The ROM is really not that stable, and I just charged the device to I think 50 to 55% before starting this review, and the battery life is down to 41% till now. So the battery life is not really great in this ROM too, and using this ROM also makes the device warm, and every time I touch the device it is a little warm, and you do feel it that it is warm. And you have this S power planning over here which you can use, but with this battery life I don't think they will make a huge difference. And in the about device, you have the model number of the Note 8, the device name as the Note 8, and you have the Android version 7.1.1, which is great, but once again the battery life is not good, and there are so much problem in this ROM that I don't think you will be using it. At last, this is the first novel ROM that I would not recommend you guys to use because of these huge problems in this ROM, but it is an beta ROM, you have to remember it. And if you want to help the developers of the novel ROM, you will have to use the ROM and report the bugs that you see so that they can be rectified. So I think that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share the video. And thanks for watching, guys.